Let's get real about buying a Rolex. We're not here to chat about the ones that feel like a mythical quest to obtain, okay? I mean, who's got the patience for waiting lists that stretch for ages or getting the door slammed in your face? Not us. Now let's clear things up. We're talking about scoring a Rolex from the official dealers, not the wild west of the second-hand market where you can get anything your heart desires if you're willing to flash the cash. In today's video, we're diving into the Rolex models that you can actually snag without the hassle of multi-year waiting lists or the heartbreak of being told, sorry, not for you. It's like getting the insider's guide to Rolex shopping. No drama, just the watches you want, ready to roll on your wrist. Time to make that Rolex dream a reality without the unnecessary hurdles. Number 1. Not professional watches. If you've ever tried to snag a Rolex watch, you know the struggle is real, especially when it comes to the professional line. We're talking Daytona, GMT Master, Yacht Master, Submariner, and the gang. They're like the holy grail of timepieces, but also the hardest to get your hands on. On the flip side, the non-professional models are a bit easier to come by. Think of them as the underdogs of the Rolex world. Still popular, but not as much of a frenzy. But don't sleep on them. There are some non-professional models that still have serious street cred. However, as a general rule, they're less in demand and more readily available. So if you're itching to add a Rolex to your collection and don't want to wait eons, focus on the non-pro models. They're perfect for everyday wear or fancy occasions, and you won't have to jump through hoops to snag one. So if you're curious, these are the cool cats that you can grab without breaking into a sweat. First up is the ever-classic Rolex Datejust, setting the stage for timeless elegance. Right alongside is the prestigious Rolex Day-Date, often referred to as the DD, radiating sophistication with its distinctive design. If you're into a more refined and cultured look, the Rolex Chelini is the go-to choice. Moving on to a true classic, the Rolex Oyster Perpetual holds its own in the lineup, appealing to enthusiasts with its enduring charm. For those who love the thrill of aviation, the Rolex Air King is a must-mention, capturing the essence of adventure. And let's not forget the ladies, the Rolex Lady Datejust, a perfect blend of grace and style. When it comes to toughness and reliability, the Rolex ProMaster steps into the spotlight, showcasing the brand's commitment to durability. Finally, the Rolex Yacht Master, including the Yacht Master 2, takes us on a nautical journey with its irresistible combination of luxury and technical brilliance. Now, even though we're talking about non-professional Rolex models, these babies are still rocking the high-end luxury vibes, and they might make your wallet shed a tear. But here's the deal. While they might not have been born for the boardroom or deep-sea diving, they're still repping that Rolex quality. We're talking top-notch craftsmanship and durability, because Rolex doesn't mess around, no matter the occasion. So, don't be fooled by the non-pro title. These watches are still playing in the big leagues. Number 2. Gold, two-tone watches, and steel watches. When it comes to Rolex, stainless steel is king in popularity. But while gold and steel combos might not be everyone's cup of tea, they're actually easier to snag than you might think. Sure, they come with a heftier price tag, but they're like the golden ticket to Rolex Town. Now, here's where things get interesting. Two-tone watches. They're the sweet spot between steel and gold, striking that perfect balance. Surprisingly, they're often easier to get your hands on. Sure, some like the two-tone Submariners or GMT Master 2s might still give you a run for your money, but if you venture beyond the professional line, you'll hit the jackpot. Enter the two-tone Datejust models. They're like the low-hanging fruit of the Rolex world, especially the Datejust 36 and Sea Dweller 41. So, if you're looking for that perfect blend of style and accessibility, two-tone might just be the way to go. Before we unveil the next Rolex gem, now's the perfect moment to subscribe to Opulent Oasis. We've got more exclusive content on luxury timepieces waiting just for you. Number 3. Full gold professional models. You see, there are still a handful of those professional models decked out in full gold that you can actually score without jumping through too many hoops. But as the waiting lists for the full gold stunners get longer, everyone's eyes start wandering to the next best thing. It's like a Rolex ripple effect. Demand shoots up across the board. So if you're dead set on a professional Rolex but the steel or two-tone dreams seem like a distant reality, don't lose hope. There's a golden option, literally. Full gold models might just be your ticket to Rolex glory. They're like the unsung heroes that aren't getting as much attention, making them a tad easier to nab. If you're on the hunt for a full-on gold Rolex and don't want to play the waiting game, here's the inside scoop on the golden treasures that are surprisingly easy to snag. First, the Submariner 126618LB, a beauty that seamlessly blends style and rugged durability, making it a real showstopper. Now, if you're leaning towards a more classic vibe, the Submariner 126618LN is your go-to with its sleek and timeless design. Shifting gears, let's talk about the Rolex GMT Master 2 in yellow or white gold, the ultimate companion for those with a taste for adventure and a global lifestyle. And then there's the creme de la creme, the Rolex Sky Dweller in full gold. It's a piece that exudes opulence and exclusivity, though it's not exactly a walk-in-the-store kind of watch. Given its high price and limited availability, you might need to put in a special order with your friendly neighborhood Rolex Authorized dealer, but trust me, it's worth the effort for this premium timepiece that speaks to a select group of enthusiasts. Number 4. Datejust 36. Now let's talk Datejust 36, the unsung hero of Rolex's lineup. You won't find yourself twiddling your thumbs on a waiting list for this beauty. In fact, you can waltz into a Rolex Authorized dealer and snag one without breaking a sweat. And if they're not on display, no worries. You can still place an order and patiently await its arrival. But here's where things get interesting. With the professional models getting harder to find than a needle in a haystack, folks are turning their attention to alternatives. Enter the Datejust 40. Once upon a time, you could find one with your eyes closed, but now, it's like hunting for a rare Pokémon. Not impossible, but definitely more challenging than its little sibling, the Datejust 36. So, if you're in the market for a timeless Rolex but don't want to play the waiting game, the Datejust 36 might just be your golden ticket. Number 5. More diamonds equals easier. Now, not everyone's vibing with diamonds on their Rolex. When most folks are on the hunt for that perfect Rolex, they're usually giving the diamonds a pass. And let's be real, diamonds come with a price tag that not everyone is ready to throw down. So if you're into that diamond life, here's a little secret. The more diamonds on a watch, the easier it is to snatch up. Of course, there are a couple of exceptions, but it's a pretty nifty rule of thumb. Diamonds might not be everyone's best friend, but if they're your ride or die, you're in luck. Finding the blinged-out Rolex of your dreams might just be a sparkly cakewalk. Number 6. Rolex Chelini. Let's shift our attention to the Rolex Chelini collection, the hidden gem of the Rolex world. You won't find yourself waiting in line for one of these beauties. Nope, you can stroll right into a Rolex store and likely walk out with the Chelini model of your dreams. And if they don't have it in stock, no worries, they'll gladly order it up for you. Now, the Chelini collection has always been flying under the radar compared to its flashier Rolex siblings. It's like the quiet cousin at the family reunion. However, that works in your favor, because it means these watches are the easiest to snag from Rolex today. Rolex might be known for their tough, versatile timepieces, but when it comes to dress watches, they've often taken a back seat to brands like Patek Philippe or Vacheron Constantin. But if you're a Chelini fan, this is music to your ears. It's like having a secret stash of luxury dress watches waiting for you, all under the Rolex umbrella. Time to elevate your wrist game with a Chelini. It's the Rolex dress watch you never knew you needed. Number 7. Rolex Ladies Watches. In the world of Rolex watches, the demand for the men's lineup is like the hottest concert ticket in town. Seriously, it's like everyone's scrambling to get their hands on one. Now, when it comes to women's watches, things get interesting. Anything under 36mm is in the ladies' club, but 36mm, that's the sweet spot, unisex territory. Take the Datejust 36, for instance. It's like the cool kid that's a bit elusive, especially the 126234 with the Jubilee bracelet. People are practically doing cartwheels to snag one of these. However, all the ladies' Rolex watches? Easy to get. Seriously, if your local Rolex dealer doesn't have it in stock, just give them a shout and they'll happily order it up for you. Unless we're talking about the Oyster Perpetual 31 with those vibrant dials dropped in 2020, that one's playing hard to get. And there you have it, watch enthusiasts. We've unraveled the secrets, explored the easiest Rolex watches to snag, and dived deep into the world of horological wonders. If you enjoyed this journey through luxury timepieces, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Opulent Oasis for more exclusive content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep ticking with style, and may your watch collection be as timeless as the moments they measure. Stay luxurious, watch lovers.